I'm lucky because at Uniting World, despite a global pandemic, in the middle of poverty and disasters and dodgy governments and bad internet, we still get front row seats to see God at work. In South Sudan, in the middle of a war and famine, in Bali with overflowing hospitals, in the Pacific with a shadow pandemic of domestic violence, the people of God still show up and they make a difference. But sometimes even this great cloud of witnesses isn't enough to stave away the despair. The horror, the grief, and the sheer grind can take its toll. My staff are exhausted. So are the staff of the churches in Asia, Africa, and the Pacific where we work. We're on the edge of burnout. We can't do another year like this. And sometimes I wish I could walk away from this call. But then come the little things. People tell me that they're praying for me and my team. They ask after my husband and my kids. I see my staff stretch a little bit further to cut a colleague a break. A donor emails to tell us that we're doing a great job. A friend drops off a loaf of freshly baked bread. You see, even when the great works of God isn't quite enough to sustain me, what saves me is seeing God in the little acts of kindness that people extend to me. People reaching out to bless and encourage me is what gets me through the dark days. So you remember Peter stepping out of the boat onto the water? It's a great metaphor for how we can stay above the water when we keep our eyes on Jesus but become overwhelmed when we lose focus. But I think we don't just see Jesus in the Bible or in worship, but it's about when we look out into the world and we see Jesus walking on the water doing amazing things and inviting us to step out and join him. People are set free from poverty, children are fed and vaccinated, and men who beat their wives are learning to value women as equals. But that's not enough. We also need to be Jesus to each other, because we will take our eyes off Jesus and our courage will fail. But in the quiet words and gentle kindness of friends and strangers, Jesus shows up for us, reaching out a hand to lift us up out of the waters of our despair, just like he did for Peter.